ever ask yourself, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Or what am I doing with my life? I am a creative entrepreneur. My goal is to impact the lives of those who work with me. The work that I do has to have a purpose, and that purpose must be tied to at least one of my passions. Passion is very integral to our relationships, and I currently have a relationship with food. Therefore, being a culinary artist is my calling. Impact, purpose, passion, and relationships. These are all ingredients that are very integral to your calling. How did I figure that out? Well, let's go backwards. I own a bakery that specializes in sweet and savory pies, quiches, and tarts. I started the company a couple of years ago in memory of my late father. He loved pies and quiches. He called himself the pie master. But he didn't just love pies, he loved food. He had an intimate relationship with food. And as you may know, the way that we interact with our adult relationships is largely stemmed from our childhood experiences. As a child, my dad grew up in the west side of Chicago at the Robert Woods homes with his two sisters. He recalled always being hungry, never having enough food. For example, my grandmother, one payday, she walked down to the nearest neighborhood bar where she found my grandfather there drinking his paycheck away, buying drinks for everybody. And as legend had it, she clocked him with a mean jab. And with him sprawled out on the floor, she patted down his pockets for whatever was left of his wages, and she headed straight to the grocery store. Those were the kind of experiences that my dad had growing up when it came to food. And he would admit that growing up hungry was one of the reasons why he really loved food as an adult. When you grow up with the necessity being so scarce, you tend to always covet it when you can provide it for yourself. And just like my dad's childhood experiences shaped his relationship with food, my own childhood experiences shaped mine. When I was younger, my dad and I would go out to eat maybe once a week. And before we ordered our food, I made it very clear that I was going to eat half of my food because I wanted to save the other half for the next day. So our meal would come, we would eat, and then when we were finished, we would wait for the bill to come. Typically, I would go and use the ladies' room, and then I would come back and I would find that my plate was clean. Dad, where's my takeout container? My takeout container? My doggy bag, where is it? You ate it? I would be so livid. He ate my food all the time. And I knew that there was nothing waiting back at home for me to eat except for a box of Cheez-Its crackers, a jar of olives, packages of cornbread, mitts, and mashed potatoes in a box. But, I didn't grow up hungry. My parents were divorced when I was really young, and my mom, who is a physician, was very adamant about having very healthy food in the house. When we went grocery shopping, me and my mom, she made me read all of the nutritional labels before I could ask to put something in the shopping cart. That was a vast difference from how I ate when I was with my dad. One Friday, when I was about 4 or 5 years old, I was outside in the courtyard of my dad's building playing. And my dad was outside too. He was drinking beer with his buddies from across the street. It was our Friday night ritual. So of course, if I'm running around and I'm playing, I'm burning a lot of energy. And when you burn a lot of energy, you get hungry. Dad, I'm hungry. I need you to feed me. Oh, okay, baby, I promise. I'm going to feed you. But me and the fellas, we just ran out of beer, and the liquor store is about to close soon. So come on, let's go. Okay. And so, yeah, we got to the liquor store right before it closed. When my dad went to the cooler, he pulled out 2 packs. The first pack was a 6-pack of beer. The second pack was a pack of hot dogs. And as we're walking home, I'm actually getting excited because I'm thinking my dad's going to cut up hot dogs and put in a steaming hot bowl of beans. I actually liked to eat that as a kid. So we get back to the courtyard, and my dad pops open a can of beer, and then he rips open the hot dog package with his teeth. And he squeezes out a hot dog, and he hands it to me. Aren't you going to cook it? Oh, well, baby, see, so hot dog meat is essentially already cooked. So you can eat it cold. Okay. So what happens when you eat a cold, slippery hot dog without a bun? You drop it. Dad, see? You have to go upstairs and cook it with beans. I dropped it, look. My dad took my hot dog from me, lifted up his can, poured beer over it, and handed it back to me. Ew, I can't eat this. This had dirt on it. No. Now look, baby, look. The beer is alcohol. Alcohol kills the germs. Oh, okay. You know, it's funny, I think that even though my dad was an attorney and he graduated from Northwestern University with both his undergrad and law degrees, he still reverted back to eating as if he still lived in the projects. He still had that fear of being hungry, and that affected his food choices. His food choices instilled a fear in me of eating bad food. But that fueled my passion for really, really good food. My dad had two loves in his life. The first love was food, obviously. The second love was the law. As a criminal defense attorney, he was very passionate about defending his clients because he felt that they really, truly deserved a second chance. Many of his clients were typically the kind of people who grew up in the same neighborhood that he did, and so he understood them. He understood that mistakes were made. He made mistakes before, and someone gave him a chance to redeem himself. He was so destined to be a lawyer. His purpose was to make his mark in the courtroom. And so because I created this bakery in his memory, I wanted to make sure that I continued that purpose of giving people a second chance. So I was thinking, how can I make an impact in the same way that he did? And I thought I can make an impact in the kitchen by employing people who deserve second chances, by creating a space that is a safe space for my employees where they feel like I support their personal growth, I support their personal changes, by creating a space that is very positive and an uplifting environment that is a breeding room for success. Success hinges not on what is created, but how and why it's created. So when you think about what you want to do and the work that you want to invest yourself in, I ask that you consider what kind of impact do you want to make? Is the work that you're doing purposeful? Is it meaningful? Are you passionate about what you're doing, what you're creating, what you're making, what you're selling? Is there a relation between your past relationship, your past experiences, and these passions? Life may not go exactly as you plan, and that's okay. But if you look at these ingredients, if you look at these themes of impact, purpose, passion, and relationship, you'll see that they provide little breadcrumbs that lead you right to your calling. Thank you.